Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you how to make an origami fox. For this you'll need a piece of origami paper, and if you don't have a piece of origami paper you can use a piece of printer paper like I have right here. What you want to do is you want to fold the printer paper up in a triangle and cut off the excess, and this will give you an exact square. But since I have some origami paper here, I'm going to go ahead and use that. So for this, I actually want to start with the unpatterned side up. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it over into a rectangle. And then I'm going to open it up and do that the same for the other side. Okay, now that we have that, I'm going to open it up again and I'm going to crease this into triangles as well. So I'm going to take the bottom edge and fold it to the top corner. Just like that. And then I'm going to rotate and do the same thing with the unfolded corner. Wonderful. So now we have the inside of our paper creased in both corners and both edges. So what I want to do is I want to take one corner and fold it into the center. See how I'm trying to line up that point right with the center? I'm going to do that before I crease it to make sure that I don't make any unnecessary creases. And now that we have that, we're actually going to turn it over so we can see the patterned side. And what I want to do is I want to take this edge and fold it to meet this center crease. I don't want to fold or crease this triangle, however, so I'm just going to unfold the triangle and then fold this crease into the center. Use the creases that you've already made as a guideline. So as you can see here, there's already a crease down the center. You can line that up with this center crease and create a cross for yourself to act as a guideline. So from here, we want to fold this side over to this side. And what we want to do is we want to line up this top edge with this cross where the paper meets the unpatterned side. And you'll notice that the paper makes a perfect angle to do this. I don't want to fold the paper like this. I want to make sure that it matches. And I'm using a fingernail to make a really solid crease. Cool. And then I'm going to unfold that and do that on the other side. Okay, so now that we're here, we're going to do a little bit of a strange fold. We're actually going to take this corner of the flap, and fold it up to the very top. So when I do this, you're going to see that the paper is going to fold strangely, and that's okay. You just want to make sure that these two corners match. I am going to put my finger in the middle of this crease to push down. But if you fold it slowly and carefully, you'll notice that this fold matches your line. Okay, and we're going to, now that we're here, we're going to take this corner that we've just folded down and we're going to fold it back so that the edge of this corner matches entirely with the top of this flap and goes all the way down the center seam. Okay, so it should look like that. I'm going to show you how to do that one more time on this side. What we want to do is we want to take this corner, this flap corner, and fold it so that it matches the top, just like that. So this corner so that it matches the top. Again, I'm going to stick my finger inside this flap to make sure that everything is flat. And then when I press down very gently, it should match the corner and the fold that we've already got. And now that we're here, we're going to take this and we're going to fold it back to match the other diamond that we've just made. Okay, so now that we're here, pause for a moment and see if you've got all your folds in the right place. If you feel like you've missed a step, please pause the video and go back and double check and make sure that you are taking your time and going slow. So from here, we want to fold this in half, just like what we did with the rabbit. And I'm gonna make sure that I have a really good seam, so I'm just gonna use my fingernail and really crease both edges together like this. Cool. So now that we have this, we have, this is gonna be the top of our fox, and we want to make the ears next. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this corner and we're going to fold it here. Now that's going to create a really weird fold, and you'll see in a second here when I show you. When I fold it here, it's going to make this piece of paper like flap out. And that's exactly what we want, because we want these ears to be dimensional. So if we hold this, I want to make sure that I'm making a straight edge. So I'm not folding in a triangle like this. I'm folding in an exact straight edge. So I want this edge to meet the bottom of this. And I'm gonna continue that straight edge all the way until it meets that. So this makes its own little rectangle. From here, I'm gonna push my finger into the center of this, and you'll notice that it creates a little bit of a diamond, and that's what we want. This is your ear. This will be your ear. And we're gonna do that with the other side. So I'm going to turn it around, and we still have this triangle. So this is the corner that we want to fold, and we want to fold it perpendicular to itself so that the corner meets this, this edge here. And then we want to keep this as a straight line. This may take a couple tries for your first time, and that's okay. As you saw, I had to flatten mine out. Sometimes the paper wants to bend at a strange angle, but that's okay. You just want to use your fingernail to flatten out the inside of this. And we have this cool 3D shape. So now that we have this, if I unpinch it, it looks kind of strange. But what I want to do is I want to use a pinching manner and pinch it from the outside so that the back and the flaps here are totally held in place. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in the very center here. I'm gonna push my finger and use another pinching manner to open this fold up. It may be helpful if while you're pinching this to take one flap at a time and try and fold it back. Sometimes that helps me. So I'm taking this side flap and I want to fold it against that crease. But if you just pinch it and sort of work the paper back, you should have something that looks like this. Now before we straighten this out, we do want to fold this crease. Before we straighten it out, you may notice there's a little buckling and it looks a little strange here. That's okay, just let go of these flaps and with a pinching motion, try and pull the paper forward a little bit and reinforce this crease that's going to go down the center of his nose. And then when you pinch it again, there should be a little bit less buckling and more of a crease. Cool. So now that we are here, you can see his ears are at the top, and this is his face. We want to make the body. So I'm just going to take, there should be 2 flaps here. I'm just going to take this flap on this side, and I'm gonna put this on the table so that I can use my finger to continue to hold this down. And I'm just gonna fold this so that there is a line directly from the inside of this crease that goes all the way to the end here. And it should look something like that. And I've creased from the inside here all the way down. I'm going to turn the fox around and do that on the other side. Perfect. And then from here, what we want to do is we want to put our finger in the middle of these folds and fold these creases down and really give them a good solid crease. We want this paper to stay on the inside of this fold. Perfect. So now that when you look at your fox, you see his ears and his face, and then his little fox arms. So now that we have to do the tail, this isn't yet freestanding, and if you wanted to, you could fold it up this way and be done. But if you were to try to put this on the ground, it wouldn't exactly hold up. So I want to make the tail freestanding. So make sure to, once you have your fox here, just fold it up at the crease and then unfold it. And then we're gonna do that on the other side, fold it up at the crease and then unfold it. Now this is the scary part. We actually have to open the bottom of the fox to see what we're working with. What we want is we want to look at this diamond shape, and we want that diamond to pop forward. I'm using my middle finger to sort of push the paper forward, and that's what's gonna give it a little pop. And then we want these, sorry, I have to get my bearings. We want these to fold in the opposite direction. So I'm gonna use a pinching manner again, and I'm gonna just convince this fold to go in the opposite direction. That way, when we put this back together, you will see that this diamond is now on the inside, and we can fold just like that. Okay, so again, this diamond here, just use your middle finger to pop this corner up, and we want these folds to go backwards. If you want to use a pinching manner and just bring the pieces of paper together, there you go. And now that we've gotten that, you can make sure to fold his tail, but now he's a freestanding little fox.